Back here on the IBEW Local 702 postgame show. Good to be joined by our big dog player of the game tonight for the Southern Illinois Salukis. It was Vincent Davis. What a night for this guy. 9 receptions, 132 yards, 45 yards after the catch tonight, including the touchdown, which really felt like gave the Salukis some life there in the first half. VD joins us from Coach Hill's office. VD1, we appreciate the time as always. Look, I know all that stuff, the numbers and et cetera. You trade all that in to still hold on to that wheel here in Carbondale for a win. Just take us through just the initial stages of the game, VD. What were some of the struggles offensively? Just trying to build that rhythm, not putting it all on Hunter at all, just you guys collectively as an offense.
Like you said, just getting in rhythm, you know. I felt like some guys were open on some plays and, you know, a little bit of miscommunication, but I felt like we just got to get in rhythm, like you said.
Hey, Vince, Mike Trude up here. It was fairly obvious that they were not going to let Kalu or Nashon get behind them for those long pass plays. Had only 2 completions in the game over 25 yards. One of them was to you. So when they're taking those 2 away, do you have an idea that it could be a pretty busy game for you catching passes?
Just off the film, you know, they stayed really in the same defense as they did last year, and I know I had success for them again last year as well. So, you know, just coming to the game, I know I was going to have to, you know, come and play a big game, especially what those 2 guys did last week. It probably was going to be more keyed, and I know I had to show up.
Felt like you did everything you could do to have impact in this ball game, and also the fact that it seemed like Hunter got really comfortable with you, and you're doing a lot of grunt work in the middle of the field. I saw you running some shakes, and then, you know, actually it was great that we were able to execute and get you, you know, on the seam down the middle, because I was telling these guys, it's like, hey, let's get him on a slot fade, you know, let's challenge him down the field, because you were matching up really well with, you know, whoever was on top of you.
Yes, sir.
VD, when you think of just the offense of all the different weapons that you guys have, and then of course a little bit of a shakeup, but you guys have worked with Hunter all night long, obviously tonight, but all year long too. Just the confidence level that you guys have an offensive unit that you know that you guys are going to get this thing right, and you guys will get it to a point where you know you want it to get to.
Yeah, I feel like you said, we got a lot of reps with Hunter. You know, spring, you know, it was a point to where we didn't know who our starting quarterback was. So we got reps with both guys, and, you know, Hunter, you know, I feel like he always knew that, you know, his time would come eventually, you know. So I feel like he stuck with it, and we believe in Hunter 100%. You know, no matter who's out there, I feel like our guys, you know, they work hard, and when their number's called, they'll be ready.
Vincent, you are one of the leaders on this team, and you are a guy that leads by example. You may not be the most boisterous guy in that locker room, but look, there were a lot of guys that went down through the course of this game, specifically in the trenches and obviously in the backfield and the running back room for this team. How do you as a leader of, hey, regardless who's going out there, regardless of whose name's getting called, say, hey, guys, it's on us to be ready and be ready to go for that next step for whoever gets the call?
Yeah, it's next man mentality. You know, everybody comes here to play football. You know, you don't come here to sit behind anybody. So it's not the time to shy away from the moment when, you know, your time is here. So it's time to get out there and execute, you know, no matter who it is, freshman, senior. I don't care if you didn't play a snap, you know, it's time to roll. So I feel like we'll be fine.
VD, before we let you go, let's talk about your touchdown. Again, I know in a moment like this, you know, it stinks because you didn't win the game, but that was a moment in the game where SIU was really searching for any sort of momentum, and you caught it short. You then got a couple yards, and then you met a lot of bodies. But, man, you pushed through those bodies and found a way to stretch, keep your knee off the turf, and get that touchdown. Just walk us through the play from your standpoint of the extra effort that it took and how much it was going to have to take to bring you down, because it looked like you weren't going to go down in any way, shape, or form.
And so on that play, you know, I came on the shallow. I know it was going to be one-on-one once I caught the ball. So at that point, you know, it's me versus him. And I feel like I'm going to take myself over anybody, any day. So I made a move, and, you know, like I said, it was 3rd down. I know, you know, Coach Hill, he'll probably go for it on 4th down, but, you know, he might, you know, change the personnel or something. So I really wanted to get in there and, you know, strike that momentum for us.
VD, I know it's a losing effort tonight, and it won't sit well for you guys tonight. It probably won't sit well tomorrow, but we will see you at practice early next week. We appreciate the time and look forward to getting back after it with South Dakota next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Anytime.